Shout out to my general, It's Hidden Leaf, for sponsoring manning the Patreon. Any other generals out there who want to join Team YB, support the team, request content, receive daily exclusive videos, check me out, patreon.com/theyb. So, Team Wilder have reached out and essentially said they will not be accepting any step-aside money. However, there's been a bit of a caveat put in it, so bear with me whilst I read out this article exclusively from World Boxing News. Finkel, co-manager for Wilder with Jay Diaz, has already revealed to World Boxing News that Wilder intends to invoke the clause in his contract. In quotes, "Right now, the clause for a third fight with Tyson Fury has not yet been activated," Finkel exclusively told World Boxing News. However, Deontay Wilder intends to activate it. He wants the trilogy. Despite this statement, speculation then began on whether Wilder would accept step-aside money to allow Fury an opportunity to battle AJ. Not so, according to Finkel. Wilder firmly wants Fury to happen immediately. Fury 3 to happen immediately. As the New Yorker explained, "I can confirm Deontay will exercise his right to fight Tyson Fury next," Finkel exclusively told World Boxing News. "That's the fight Deontay wants. It will happen next," he added. So, what have we learnt there? Well, essentially before the rumours came out about AJ and Fury offering Wilder step-aside money, Finkel had said they have not yet activated the rematch clause. However, they want the fight. Now, after the rumours of step-aside money, Finkel then goes on to tell World Boxing News that, yeah, I can confirm he still wants it. But my whole thing is, the reason I've talked about a caveat is it still hasn't been activated, bottom line. Now, I can't remember, maybe I shouldn't be so lazy. I should go back really and look at how long did it take for AJ to activate his rematch clause from June 1st. You know what? Maybe over the next few days I'll do that and actually look it up. Because my point is, what's taking so long? I'm sure, I could have sworn that AJ had already, within a week or within a few days, it had already been bang on. And the other thing is as well, you've got to bear in mind, it's not like we've seen Wilder post on social media. I'm going to do a video on this as well, but Wilder's MIA, nowhere to be found. He hasn't posted on social media. He hasn't put a video out. AJ, 3 days after the fight, said, regardless of invoking the rematch clause officially, he came out, put a video out on his YouTube channel and said, listen, rah, 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 I'm doing the third fight, kind of thing. He came out and reassured people. So my point is, the caveat is, I'm sitting here thinking, we hear from Shelley Winkle saying, oh yeah, he wants it. Number one, it hasn't been activated. Number two, we haven't heard peep from him. Does he really want it? That's the question. Now, that said, of course, from Finkel's point of view, Finkel wants the Fury fight because, well, you know what, I'm not even sure why he wants it, to be honest. He might as well, it makes more sense to take the step-aside money and then fight the winner. Because the winner will give you even more money and you get all the 4 belts. However, I'm not sure who knows what's really going on. Mate, at this point, it could just be face-saving. Yeah? Imagine if Wilder does take the step-aside money, or if Finkel can't come out, even if Wilder is intended on taking the step-aside money, Finkel's not going to come out and say that at this point, is he? He's going to let Wilder say it out of his own mouth. He's not going to come out and say, oh, you know what, we're thinking about taking a step-aside money. Finkel's going to pull the party line here and say, no, we're taking it. My whole thing is now, let's wait and see what Deontay Wilder says himself, because this ain't looking too good. I did a video the other day. Eddie Hearn talked about how Wilder's soul is stuck in purgatory in Vegas. Yeah? Wilder's soul's trapped in Vegas. And that's what it's looking like. And when a man's soul's trapped in Vegas, I'm thinking to myself, listen, never mind rematching Wilder again. You ain't doing squat if you ain't got a soul left. It seems like your soul's been taken clean out of your body. Where is he at? And the reason why I don't rate how Wilder's behaving, and it's interesting because I talked about this the other day, but Like, you got all these Wilder fangirls coming out saying, oh man, I spoke to the champ. The champ said he's okay. The champ said he wants his fans to know. No, you didn't speak to the champ. If you spoke to the champ, number one, the interview would be on your channel. Number two, while the champ sent a message to you to send to his fans, he could send a message to his own fans through his his 4 million person Instagram. He don't need no 50,000 sub YouTube channel to send a message out. Yeah, no one's heard from Wilder. Let's get that right. Yeah, no one's heard from him. Been dry silent. Not even a bit has anyone heard from him. But anyway, as I was saying, the reason why I don't rate how Wilder's acting now, the reason why I don't rate why Wilder's acting so soulless, yeah, is the fact that when he knocks out Brazil or he knocks out Ortiz, you best believe, instantly, within 10 minutes of the knockout, there's a clip from Showtime on there of Ortiz in the what's the position called? What's that female check they have? Oh, I forgot what it's called. What do females have? Every year they have like a swab test. What's it called? I don't know, I can't remember the name of it now, but anyway, the fact of the matter is, when Wilder knocked Ortiz out, he put a video up of Ortiz in the gynecological, that's it, in the TI special. Wilder put a video up of Ortiz in the gynecological position, yeah, in the gynecological examination position, and he posted it up immediately. When he knocked out Brazil, he put the video up immediately, and he was talking about this, that, the other, the most feared in the division. That's what he was talking about. So, my point is, when you're going to be that greasy, when you're going to be laughing and ranting at everyone else's downfall, you've got to be consistent. And that's why I have to tip my hat to AJ, because when he took his licks, even though he was cloned, even though he was concussed or whatever, still, number one, he didn't never mind Instagram. On the mic, he grabbed the mic and said, "This man's the man. This man's the winner." Never mind that, he turned up to the press conference. Wilder, no post-fight press conference, no nada, no nothing. No one's had a peep out of him. Soulless. Yeah? So, we do have to take everything that's said with a pinch of salt until we hear something from the man himself. And even if we hear an Instagram post, even then, I'm waiting for officialities to be made. Because the same way we all sat here, and this is why I'm consistent. People didn't believe me when I said I was a true boxing fan, but I am, yeah? People didn't believe me when I said I was consistent. The same way we all sat here and laughed at Fury when he got knocked down twice. Oh yeah, Fury don't want the rematch. It's now time to be laughing at Wilder, because, listen, Wilder got done 10 times worse than Fury did. Fury made it. Wilder didn't. He was... And don't even talk to me about the team threw the towel in. Fury, Wilder was finished. He was well done. Yeah, he was overcooked. He was bone dry. That's what he was. I'll tell you what, Wilder, reminded me. Have you ever been to KFC about 10 minutes before closing time? Like, most KFCs close about 11. If you get to KFC at 10 to 11 and order a 3-piece, that's how dry Wilder was. He was finished in there. Yeah, just like the dead chicken they give you from KFC at 10 to 11. That's what it was. Finished, no good. Yeah, dry as you like. Not even a bit of moisture in there. Not even a bit of life in there. He was lifeless, soulless. Let's get that right. He was done. No more. Didn't need no more work. That's what he didn't need. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, the same way we speculated on, Fury don't want the rematch, Fury got knocked to Asgard, Fury got this, Fury got that, Fury took his licks, came back and whooped all over Wilder. So now we have to question, does Wilder really want it? And the signs I'm getting, they ain't looking good. Yeah, this is the first time I've heard Finkel have to speak up. The last time I heard Finkel speaking up for Wilder was when he was ducking Vlad. Yeah, that's the last time Finkel had to speak for Wilder, was when he didn't want no problems with Vlad, which implies to me you don't want no... If the last time we heard from Finkel was when Finkel was making excuses for not fighting Vlad, this sounds like Finkel speaking again to make excuses not to fight Fury again. But don't be surprised. Yeah, when a man gets... This man's like a Naz almost. He thought he was anointed. He actually believed this he believed the stuff that was coming out of his mouth. So don't be shocked if he completely lost his head, and he don't return. That's what we do know. Yeah? Don't be shocked. Because he's going to be sitting here now weighing the odds up. He knows that pointy chin is flawed. I've called it months ago. That pointy chin is flawed. And he knows that you can't change that. You can't change his genetics. We've seen his brother. Never mind his brother. We've seen him hit with not a lot and he's out. Blame talking about his costume done his legs in. No, your chin did your legs in. That's what we do know. Not only that, what else do we know? Them legs, no good. Legs, no good. Chin, no good. That's a double whammy. That's what you call game, set, and match. In fact, chin, no good. Legs, no good. Inside game, no good. That there is a... that's the worst combination to have. Like, at least if you got, like, for example, at least if you got no inside game and you got no legs, but you got a good chin, it's alright because you can kind of take a few shots. But he's got the full set. He's got everything you don't want in a fighter. He's got no legs, no chin, no inside game. He hasn't got a prayer, basically. That's what it comes down to. He hasn't got a prayer. Not even one prayer. Yeah? So let's just sit and wait and see what happens. But this whole not taking this, not taking that, I think he's going to take the step aside. I think he's going to jump all over that free money and then duck out and talk about, oh man, I'm injured. I don't want to fight. I reckon he'll take the step aside money and then retire. Not fight the winner anyway. That's what I reckon is going to happen.